Hello friends, now I am going to start about one question. Discuss about types of unemployment. See, we have already studied about meanings of unemployment, right? Who is able to work, educated at least up to secondary level, willing to work, in search of work, physically capable to do the work, ready to work on the market rates. Such person is called unemployed if he is not getting the work then, right? So the different type of unemployments we have. Out of it, the first one is a seasonal unemployment. So you have to remember the meaning of seasonal unemployment first. Seasonal means as per the change in the season, the work will be changed. The same way, the person will work and will need to get maximum possible work with the salary. But if in some time of the year he is getting work and in specific time he is not getting work, it is called seasonal unemployment. How it happens? Due to the lack of irrigation. Lack means not availability of irrigation properly, means non availability of water for the purpose of agriculture. Okay, another reason could be irregularity in rainfall. If the rain could not come in time, then sometime you can find the agriculture will be failed. The crop production will not possible in absence of water. The third possibility is lack of alternative employment. See, when your agricultural season is not there, you must need some other work skill. But if you are not having so, then what will happen? You will have to leave the work. You have to leave the work. In that way, the specific period in which the agriculture is not going on, what will you do? You will remain unemployed. So it is called seasonal unemployment. The first point I am saying, right? And it happens every year in 3 to 4 months, 5 months, and remain 6, 7, or 9 months. They will get the work. So, in whichever the time, every year they are not getting work, they remain unemployed. Okay, second one is frictional unemployment. See, frictional means clashes. As the new technology come in the field of production, the person needs to do the production in the new method. But if the worker is not knowing the new method, then what will happen? He will bound either to learn the new method or to remain unemployed for the time in which he will not get work just due to change in the technology. The new technology has come, and if he is not unable to join the new method, see, one example I know. If the person is knowing the typing, but if he is unable to use the computer, then what will happen? Now the use of the typewriter has been reduced. Almostly it is not there. Everyone is doing the typing on the computer. So in that way, what will happen? The person will remain unemployed, and that is the reason why the technology change, the person remain unemployed. Okay, it is called frictional unemployment, right? Okay, the third one is, okay, here I am just explaining the definition as given in the textbook. When the new technology is introduced in place of old technology, the laborer remain unemployed for some time up to the period in which he not known by new technology. This situation is called frictional unemployment. The next one is structural unemployment. Here I use the word structural. Means the structure of the economy, the structure of the area is either forward or the backward. If it is forward, then the new changes will come and the people will accept the new change. But if not, then what will happen? People will not accept the change. The people are dependent on traditional lifestyle. They will not accept the change and they will insist for follow the old tradition. So in that situation, the structural unemployment develop because the new method people not accept, the old method people follow, the new way of the production people will not accept. So it is called structural unemployment. When the country's economy is backward, orthodox, social backwardness, traditional orthodoxy, customary attitude, illiteracy, and lack of structural facilities are found, the situation arises is called structural unemployment. Just by not accepting the change in the society, the situation arises is structural unemployment. Next one is a disgust unemployment. See, here I want to discuss something. This is a complicated situation. On one side, the person is doing the work. On the other side, his work is not being counted. So what will you think? Will he ready to work? Because his productivity is not counted. Remember, see, why this situation arises? First you think, if the person is more than required numbers in the work, that additional person is considered as additional laborer and his existence in the field or non-existence in the field, it not affect to the productivity. It is called disgust unemployment. If such person is from the field, is being removed, the productivity will not be affected. Such people's productivity counted as the zero because he is working but he is not required. In that situation, his work is not counted, his production capacity is not counted, and his productivity will consider as zero. Mainly this situation is seen in the agricultural field. Remember, why it happens? Now you think. See, generally when a person is not getting work from where he is actually able to get the work, he will divert to the other field. When he is not getting sufficient support, then he will do one thing. He will move to the family's traditional activity. And as the family's traditional activity he entered, the family actually not required him because his existence is affecting to their actual present productivity distribution. See, in agriculture, if required people are 3, father and 2 sons, but if the third son is not getting work in out of the family, his father will accept him in the farming work as to give him support, financial support, economical support, mental support, so whatever you want to say, because he is unemployed in other field. He is being allowed to do the work, but in that situation, in agriculture, the production is depend on the area. If the person increased or reduced, the production will not affect more. So in that situation, the new person has been entered in the agricultural field may affect in the adverse way. Adverse way means negative way. How it happens? Earlier, 3 people were distributing the produced food grain. Now the 4th person's part is required to be counted. So every person's part of the production has been reduced, and the 4th person's part will be diverted. So each person earlier was getting will reduce now. So in that situation, what will happen? The person who are actual working regularly will feel that if this person may go to his original field, then we can get the sufficient food grain. But in family, it is not possible. So he is being allowed. So his existence in the field or non-existence in the field is not affecting in positive manner to the production capacity of field. This situation is called disguised unemployment. Is that clear? Now I am explaining about the educated unemployment. Okay. Educated means a person who is able to read, write and understand at least one language. Between 6 to 14 years he must have taken knowledge. So up to the secondary level of the education, if any person has taken the knowledge, education, degree, and even then he is not getting opportunity for doing the employment. So this situation will create numbers of unemployed people in the society. Even after the education, they are not getting work. So it is called educated unemployment. And here you have to remember the main word in the educated unemployment is education at least up to secondary level is counted, right? Okay. Now the next point I am discussing is industrial unemployment. See, the industrial field is the field where person is getting work. But if in this field any person remain unemployed for any specific short-term period or for a long-term period, in that situation the employment condition will different. The changes will come in industrial sector, the demand will change. So many changes are coming in industrial sector will affect to the numbers of employment also, and in that situation the unemployment will arise is called industrial unemployment. So you have to remember one thing, in the changes in the industrial sector the person remain unemployed is called industrial unemployment. Now there may be so many reasons. The demand change, the choice of the customer change, the traditional method has been accepted by the industry and no changes have been brought in the industries, the new technology has not been accepted, insufficient power supply may affect, insufficient demand may create problem, insufficient supply of the raw materials may create problem, constant arising clashes between employees and employer create the strikes and the lockouts. So all this situation may affect to the industrial productivity, and who are actual getting work in the industry are now not getting work. It is called industrial unemployment. Is that clear, my friend? So here I discussed with you about the 6 topics of types of unemployment. Right, my friends?